Hello internet friends. In today's video we're going to be constructing what is this thing? It's not called the bucking bar, it's the bulkhead bar. That's what it's called. It's basically you cut out all these things which we did in the last video, and then it says to double flush rivet them. So in the plans, up until, and I skipped the wings, so I haven't even read through the wings yet. But when you complete the empennage, right, it basically gives you a step-by-step instruction on how to do everything. And by this time, it expects you to know how to do this. So basically, double flush rivet means countersink both sides, and then you kind of want to back rivet the rivet to smash it into the hole, and then figure out how to smash it flush with the surface here. So the plans here called for a 4-6 rivet. It probably could have been a 4-5.5, but I figured it out. So anyway, here you can see I'm prepping the surface of this thing for priming, and then I'm going to double flush rivet it. So fortunately I cut out the paint drying part, so we didn't have to watch that again. Alright, and so it also says to either bolt it to the wing part, which I don't have because I don't have the wing kit, or you can make a spacer, which happens to be 4 3/8 inch washers. So I just used 4 washers and made a spacer, and then basically my technique, I started out trying to just back rivet it, and that didn't smash it flush enough, so then I just used a squeezer and squeezed the crap out of it until it got good enough, and there's a tiny little edge left, so then I just used the Scotch-Brite wheel to take care of that tiny edge, which I think you'll see in a second. Yep, there we go. Taking care of that tiny edge, and then I didn't like that I scratched the paint off, so I primed. So there we go. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my reamers to show up, it's time to move on to the next page of the plans, which basically says go ahead and get out the next bulkhead and put some nut plates on it. Well, before we put nut plates on it, we have to countersink the holes, and then we put some nut plates on it. So since this is a big, expensive looking piece of bulkhead, I'm going to practice countersinking real quick on a piece of elevator that I trashed. Or elevator trim. It's not trim. The piano hinge that I trashed. So it's a good idea. You can just get, either scrap or go to Home Depot and buy a piece of aluminum, drill a hole in it, and then countersink it. And also it's smart just to double check that your micro stops are actually stopped at the correct place, right? So before you start drilling on a piece of aluminum that is important and probably costs $100, do it on a piece of scrap that costs $2. Make sure everything is good. Alright, so a couple sad updates. Unfortunately, my airport car battery didn't survive, so got stuck at the airport with a dead battery and had to Uber home, get a car, go to AutoZone, get a battery, go to the airport, install the battery, drive that car home, Uber back to the airport. But I got that all sorted out, so I'm good now. I did get nut plates in, and I tried dimpling them, and I also bought some of the already dimpled nut plates, and I actually kind of like the already dimpled nut plates better. They have a better hole. When you smash them, it enlarges the hole a little bit, so I'm going to have to play with that, and we'll probably talk about that in a future video. In the next video we have coming up, we have more deburring, so see you then.